Hello and welcome to the Dentrepreneur Show.
Hello, Dr. D. Todd Russell here, Dentrepreneur Strategy Group. Just reaching out today to talk on the show about why. Why am I doing this? Well, quite honestly, I've got a ton of experience. I've essentially been everything in dental. As a dentist, a clinician, and what I would like to say, a high volume, large number of possible procedures, from sinus lifts and bone grafting all the way to simple restorative. I've pretty much covered it all in my close to 30 years of practice. But on the business side of practice, on the how to run an office, from a single office to a multi-office group, I've learned a lot more. I've danced the dance with banks. I've danced the dance with private equity people. I've danced the dance with our colleagues, some of whom are really sharp and know what they're doing, and others are flying by the seat of their pants and looking at disaster. The reason why I'm doing this is because I started my dental group. I like to call it a DPO, or dental partnership group, but by the definition, it's a DSO. But I started it with the thought that we could find a way to be a group of doctors who own the practices. That it was key to have dentists running the company. Now, there are some people that you need who are not dentists, sharp accountants, you need legal teams, you need operations people, and that doesn't necessarily have to be a dentist. Certainly you need HR people and marketing people, but dentists who run their own company. And one of the keys to running your own company is for you to be invested in that company. If you're a partner in that company and a financial partner in that company, you're going to perform differently than if you're just an employee. And the whole objective of this podcast is going to be to help you prepare yourself for eventually selling your practice and who you sell it to. It could be that we find an associate and we have a great transition period. If you're late to the game, let's say you're 63 years old and you want to retire in 2 years, well, if you hire that associate and things don't work out, then what? You're 64, now you're 65. Well, now your timeline has pushed back. So we need to look at things now, the value of your practice, the growth trajectory of your practice, and how you want to exit. If you don't start planning that in your early 40s, mid 40s, you're never going to get there. Not too long ago, when I started my company, I was introduced to EOS based on a book called Traction by Gino Wickman. EOS is Entrepreneurial Operating System. I fell in love within chapter 2 of Traction, the book. And one of the things it teaches you, and certainly I am no expert in EOS, but I certainly subscribe to as much as I can from it, is you're setting yourself a 1, a 3, a 5, and a 10-year plan. You need to do that. I'm going to bring people on here that are going to help you, to guide you to start doing those kind of things. If you don't start doing them, then you're going to be making decisions that will ultimately hurt you dollar-wise when it comes to the sale of your practice. It might hurt you in your obligation post-sale. And so we're going to talk a lot about that. I believe that by listening to this podcast, connecting with Dentrepreneur LLC, my company on the outside, where I can look at your practice, I can get a bunch of key metrics from you and different things, and we can help to build this plan for you. I believe that I can show you a better path than where you're headed right now. So I look forward to spending time with everyone.
Thank you for joining us. Please follow or subscribe to this show on Spotify, Apple, or YouTube. If you would like further information or to meet with me one-on-one and discuss your practice, please feel free to contact me through my website, dentrepreneurllc.com. Many more exciting guests and topics are headed your way.